There's a sweet smell, a lot of apples in the air. And crab apples. So I'm at the big stone break again. Same place as last week. It's my Bergen. I've only got a light chest bag this week because I've been working all week and haven't really had a chance to get shopping for camp. So yeah, I've got ration meals and bacon, not special. Nothing worth talking about. Yeah, we've had it's quite misty tonight. It's about 30-foot visibility, which is not that bad really. You do get parts that goes down to 10 feet. And the river is a little bit higher than usual, but we'll see. See what it's like when we get to the crossing. Back at the river crossing, and it is up about half a foot. It's a lot faster than usual too because of all the water coming off the fields, obviously up in the lakes. But I'm taking up a stick this time and I'm going to go nice and slow. But the dry riverbed at the other side, I don't actually think it's a dry riverbed anymore, so it's going to be a case of crossing over to an island to the mainland, or crossing a little bit of stream to the mainland. So we'll see when we get across there what it's like. Yeah, it kind of went a little bit deeper than I thought it was going to go. Got my long johns wet a little bit on the back end, but made it. It's cold, but it was nice because I'm sweating a little bit, so it's cooled me down a bit, so I'm good. I'm going to get changed back into my boots. Chair over there. And the dry riverbed is still dry, but it's starting to channel down one side, so much more rain and it will be flooded. This place has really changed in a week. Wow. The amount of leafage on the floor now is incredible. There's even some in the fire pit that I left spotless. Collected a little bit of wood there. Right, I'm going to get my hammock and tarp up. So my kit all set up now. The tarp and hammock. Pretty sweet. I'm a lot closer to the fire than I usually am. It's literally like 2 meters, so that'll do me. Hopefully I don't catch all the smoke. So I've maybe a quarter of the fire pit in use at the moment. I'm just putting a pot on for some water. Don't really need anything big tonight, I'm not cooking much. Maybe have a couple of bacon cheese rolls for tea, bacon cheese rolls for breakfast, and then we'll have to have a look at the ration meals later. I'm just amazed at how there's no wood, by the way, no wood whatsoever on the floor because it's all covered by like 3 inches of leaves. Got a nice little cut on the side of my hand there. I had the open saw in my hand, like so, and I dropped the log, and the thing caught on there, and it pulled the saw out my hand, and it caught us there. See, just we carry little first aid kits with us. I've got my little plaster on, boo-boo cover, bit of antiseptic wipe there, just to make sure it's clean. So for my camp tea, I'm going to have 8-ounce sirloin steak. I'm just going to cut that bad boy in half and have it in my cheese rolls, and save all the bacon for breakfast. I'm going to enjoy this actually. I'm going to toast my cheese rolls too. Might as well go all out. Cheese rolls! Good. Well, it's kind of split. Crushed on the way here. Well, yeah. Enjoyed the walk in. River crossing, refreshing. I just hear hundreds and hundreds of leaves like touching down on the ground. It's epic. Every time a gust of wind comes, you just hear them all falling. Well, I'm in my softies, in my sleeping bag, in my hammock, and we'll see you all in the morning. Morning? Oh yes, slept like a baby again. Oh, check this view out. Just like leaves everywhere. Totally awesome. Oh yeah. So I'm going for a mission for... Ooh, matter of fact, I forgot my tripod. So we're looking for firewood. A decent amount too, so that I can have my morning coffee and chill without getting firewood. have some firewood. Coffee time, I think. Morning coffee is on the go, almost ready. do like this place. Yeah, that's the knife that Scout and Free gifted me, and Ron Swanson's ferrocene rod too. We're boiling. Put some of these logs on the side to dry, I think. So I think I'm going to have breakfast here, and then once this fire's burnt out, I'm seriously thinking about moving back to a floodplain. But it's a long way back that way. It's almost halfway, so I'm going to consider it for a bit longer first, over my coffee. So I'm totally packed up now. Fire's just down to a few embers. I'm shifting it around with soil, I'll kill it shortly. My breakfast is just a rush breakfast, some porridge and coffee. I'm going to eat that and then hit the track. and see what these floodplains are like, see if there's one that I can camp on. That river's going to be pretty impassable before long, so I think this will be a good opportunity, one, to check out the long way to this camp without crossing the river for winter, and I have a network of camps across this path too, so I think there's about 6. About 5 to 6. So yeah, I need to check on them, and obviously just one of them I'm going to pitch it tonight. Hopefully it's, I'd like to see the state of the 2 floodplain camps that I've got, just to see what state they're in. See if I can get one more camp out of them before they're flooded. And this path's not that messed up at the moment, but there's a lot of debris, and it's but yeah, in winter this place gets muddy. Some farm over there. Oh, it's more fallen. These trees are massive, like, compared to me. It's like an obstacle course. Look at that. What a view. Yep, this path takes you over the top of the landslides, so there's nothing you can do about it. It's the only way when the river's flooded. There's a lot of dead trees again, and a lot of land movage. Like there, pretty much, and it's like an entire slipway down there. I've camped down there, off to the side there. Nice brambles. Stop for a little breast. I've got 2 fields and another woodland, and that woodland is where I want to be. Almost time for lunch, I think. 2 open fields, and then I'm in that woodland over there. I've got a camp spot in that woodland there too. But then there's like 100 metres bank before the river, but that floods because it's that field's there, but it lowers in, so it's like a clump of flood trees. Gets quite hard to get out there because it leaves the part of bank but floods in and then cuts you off from the bank. So I don't really go in there as much as I should. And yeah, there I've got 3 camps on the ridge and 3 camps in the lower area in the floodplains. So yeah, plod on. Well, all the vegetation's died back and there is channels of water going through everywhere. There's one fire pit that's dry. It's riverside property. Just dump my stuff there so I can go and check out these other fire pits, see what they're like. This is an old long log fire. Oh yeah, it's been a while. Another camp. This is the highest on the island. This is where I came and come, where it's when it's totally flooded out. Some girls up there. So yeah, and I'm gonna hang my hammock from these. And there's another one over here, but it's gonna take a while. 1 second. And this is where I had my hammock when I was at that flood camp. All these channels just completely flooded out. That log was floating. There's 4 down here. I've got another one over here. This might take a little bit longer, I think, because I need to go along here. it's just holes and obviously floodplain. Through there. Oh my god, remember this camp? There's four down on the 4 camps down in the floodplain. There's a grill there too. Oh man, I had my hammock in here. A little bit of water there now. Oh my god, that's so good. Some wash up stuff. Oh man. It's easy access to the island too. Do you know something? I'm going to get my stuff and camp here tonight. Because this is an awesome little fire pit. And I can lie in my hammock. Yeah, damn right. I'm going to go and get my stuff. My bag. And oh yes, I am going to extend that fire pit slightly too. And make it a little bit bigger. Because I have got some chicken legs to cook. It's a spot on little camp, but again, just as a precaution, you should really pitch either high up or don't do it. Because literally now, I think the time of year it is, one good bit of rain and this will be submerged. It's just low, it's lower than that beach there. That's I have 3 routes too. That way, back the way I came, and another one if really bad, an island there that's high up I can go. But preferably I want to be that way because that's where the main land is. Yeah, I'm going to get set up. I'm going to see if I can get some sort of really high rigging going on. There's not really any high trees here. They're all young, you know, struggling to grow because of it floods through the winter. But we'll see. So yeah, I've relocated my fire. I have my tarp and hammock up a good metre and a half. So yep, I'm sorted. The fire was there, but I've moved it here and made it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna get this bad boy started and get a brew on, because I'm in need of nourishment. It's took me a good 20 minutes to get the fire to that. Normally in a woodland like the camp I was at last night, I can do it in 10. But it's just so wet down here. I've used all my birch bark. So I'll be collecting some more of that. Been breaking off little twigs off the end of like dry trees that are dead. And so yeah, they were dry because they're well above the water. Also, as like a baby fire when it just started, I think because we're quite low here, it found hard to draw its own oxygen. But now it's doing it on its own now, like it's good. Got a brew on. I'm gonna build that fire up a bit more and get a lot of hot embers in for roasting chicken legs. Found another dry log there till it's hot up. Some nice burning in that. Another one there. This is a dry stream bed, this right here. Leans off there. Wouldn't even say it's dry. Got a fair bit of wood out of that one log. Rolling. So my wood on my fire now. It'll be awesome when it gets going properly. I reckon a good 6-footer for the base. I'm going to cook some Cajun chicken now. One of the my camp favourites. I've already marinated it. Just gonna wrap it in tin foil and cook it in that bad boy over fire. I'm gonna have it with some bacon cheese rolls also, just because I am ready to eat that chicken raw if I don't get it on the fire soon. go. I'm gonna get my other one off. I've got my other bacon on. My chickens are, I can hear them sizzling. Awesome. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna enjoy this chicken. Sun's going down now. I've just put some decent logs on my fire, so hopefully when they're dry we'll get some decent light off it. I've managed to avoid eating any ration packs. I might have the full English breakfast one for breakfast, but we'll see what time I'm up if I've got time. So back in my hammock and snooze time. We'll catch you all in the morning. There's some more mist laying. Good morning. Oh. It is cold. Wow. There's a small mist. I want to go down to the river, show you. Awesome. Oh. On these floodplains, like, you've got to start off with the minute, small twigs, just to get it going decent, like. Because even the dry wood on the branches is got a bit of wetness to it. I'm almost packed up now. Just got a hot cup of coffee there to keep my hands warm because they're getting numb, like packing stuff away and touching wet cordage. All the leaves on my tarp. Serious vegetation on the tarp. I hate putting wet tarps away. So I just bailed a load of that water into the fire just to put it out properly, and that's me sorted. Fog's going away now. See a bit better. Been quite an enjoyable camp. And on that note, we'll see you all next week.